CEDH time here. I'm Braden. We're going detective style. That's right. Detective style on this video because I think we found something interesting on Spelltable. You run into a lot of interesting things on Spelltable. You might even see some people argue. You might even see a slur or two getting tossed around. But you know what the worst thing to run into is? A cheater. That's right. And I think today we caught ourselves a cheater. Kong the Conqueror. Let's start watching this turn 1 Timna and Crom. And at this point, I don't even think they really randomized it. I think they managed the players to get seat 1, but that's the least of my worries. I could care less. Now, of course, when I go to shuffle, I roll my dice. It was a 1. I cut it in half. I put it on top. Okay, this is how a professional shuffles. This is how CEDH players should do it, especially online if your opponents aren't there to shuffle it for you and to do the cuts. Okay, beating it up, shuffling. You don't see anything. You don't see any cards, any of mine. You don't see nothing. It's all random. Okay, we put it into three. We put it in 3 piles again. We roll the dice. We got our 1 again. We put that on top. Okay, we cut our library, and bada bing, bada boom. We have a keeper. Now let's look at the way that Kong the Conqueror shuffles their library. Okay, so they're going to their second 7 right here, and they're shuffling up. Now, I absolutely hate this form of shuffling. It is the worst way to shuffle. Not because it doesn't shuffle your library, not because it's not an effective, nice way to hold the cards, but because of the exposure to your deck that you're getting. Look at all these cards right here that we have access to seeing as he does this. You see the bottom card, you see the top card. Oh, what's that? What was that? What's this? Oh, weird. What was that? Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a peek here. I went and did some digging. I did a little screenshot. I paused it for you. This is the card that he just revealed. Okay, that card. What is that card? That looks an awful lot like this card. So you have like the enchantment here. You have the enchantment. You have the continual of upkeep with all the text here. You have that right here. And then you have a big text box just like this. I mean, this looks like a fish. Surely he can't have a turn 1 fish, right? Surely. But he's like, okay, let's just leave that card on top. Let's leave that card on top. He's chilling. Whatever card that is, mystery card that is, let's leave it on top. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to do another cut here. Now, you might think that he's like putting the deck over the top fully, but he's really not. Now, he does sometimes, but once he starts getting the cards to the top of his library that he wants, he does not do it like that anymore. And in fact, we'll see that later in the shuffling. I've already looked at it, of course. And so, oh, what was that? Oh, do you see that? He grabs his deck. Oh, okay, that's fine. He knows what that card is. That's for dang sure. Okay. And then he splits again. Oh, what was that, you say? Luckily, I already went and looked, and I took a still shot of it. Let's pull this up. What card is that, gentlemen and ladies out there, if you're a lady watching? That, to me, looks a lot like a Mox Diamond. There's no way, though, that his turn 1 is going to have a Mox Diamond and a fish, right? Like, he's not going to do that, right? Let's keep watching, shall we? Oh, what the heck? What was that? Whoa. That Mox Diamond was on the bottom of his library. After he saw it, he put his hand back, grabbed the Mox Diamond, and then put it on the top of his library. Wow, now we have a Mystic and a Mox Diamond on top of your library as you're shuffling. And I absolutely hate it when you don't cut, when there's not a cut. Even if you're going to like cheat, do the fake cut at least. At least give me the fake cut. This dude doesn't even give me the fake cut. Okay, so now he's got his hand, which I don't like his hand so far back. Of course, as you see my cards, they never leave the screen, okay? They're always in vision, in field of view. Now he pulls them out to the front. He's like, what should I get rid of? Should I get rid of anything? I don't know. I'm going to pitch this card, right? And he decides he's going to pitch a card. He's like, okay, I'm putting that to the bottom. No big deal. And then he's like, I don't know if I like this hand, actually. I don't know if I like this hand. Let me look at the top card of my library. I don't like that hand. I'm pitching it. Okay. So he had the fish on the top. He had the Mox Diamond on the top. It wasn't good enough. Now he's back to stacking up his his top of his deck. This is top deck manipulation shuffling. That's what this is. 100% he is cheating. There's no way he's going to have Mox Diamond now, right? Oh, wait, what was that? Did you see that? He stuttered. Luckily, I took still shots of it. He went to put his deck like this, and that would have messed up his stack on the top of his library. So he stuttered, and he pulled his hand back, okay? If you look right now, it looks like he's shuffling right, but he's not. He's a skilled shuffler at cheating. Oh, there it is. Can't do it. See that? He pulled it back, and he actually is leaving, every time he's shuffling, he's actually leaving this chunk of cards that he's not changing. So these cards are filtering as he's doing his mulligans. So it doesn't matter that he's mulliganing down to 5, because he's getting the 5 cards that he wants. Okay? It's absolutely disgusting. And my wife said it's just not fair for people who play Magic the right way. It's deplorable. And it's a waste of time. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happens here. He has his cards. He puts 2 to the bottom. He's like, I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of that. Okay, he has opening hand. Okay, I have a gemstone, and I get rid of a twinning staff. Okay, I'm like, cool, let's play. No problem. He's like, hey, I'm gonna turn my light on now, because I guess it's actually easier to cheat when you're in the dark. So you're turning your light on now to make it better. So there it is. He's got his Mox Diamond. Wait, Mox Diamond? That was in your multiple of your hands when you were mulliganing. Whoa, and then there's the fish? You gotta be kidding me. So who knows what cards he got to the top of his library after he got the Mox Diamond and the fish. Like, he went back into his mulligan again. I couldn't tell what it was that he was grabbing. Of course I know, because I played the game with him. But you 100% see the cards when you're shuffling that way. And that's the problem. Is when you shuffle like that, I'll pull up the camera here. You can see what these cards are. And you're just shuffling them in, and as soon as you see that card that you want to the top, and I'm not good at shuffling like this because I'm not a son of a bitch cheater, but some people are really good at it and they perfect it. And what happens is you're gonna eventually find a card like, oh yeah, I want this card, right? And so when you pick up the pile, then they slide the card in, and they make sure that that card that they want goes to the top. And they start, just like you saw, they start funneling it. And that's why this form of shuffling is so bad. You're going to see cards, and then naturally you can go, oh, Voice of Victory. Oh, a Chrome Mox. Oh, man, these cards right here are really good. I can kind of see where they're at. I'm just going to, like, slowly kind of start siphoning, and I'm going to pick up this card. And even if you didn't stack the other, 4 or 5 cards in that top, you stacked enough of it that you know you're going to draw into something that you kind of chose. And that's the issue that I'm having here. So we'll continue this video here. We're going to go through this quick. It's actually a pretty fun game. I had a great time. And there was a point in this game where, I'm like, I actually think this guy's cheating. So he has an imp seal, okay? I laugh, and I'm searching my library here, and I say something along the lines of, like, I could just, because I vamp tutored after he cast his fish, like, in response, and then he kept fast playing, and which is totally fine, and he went and imp sealed. I could have been a jerk and, like, got a Ragavan there. That's what I joked about, but I would never change my decision after getting further information. So of course everybody knows what I want here. I want a Jessica's Will, because I have a turn 1 Krark, turn 2 Jessica's Will. I love the coin flipping shenanigans. I love just going having fun with the coin flipping. So I'm gonna stay with my Jessica's Will. I'm not gonna do anything cheesy or cheeky, because that's rude. And then I even flashed the Ragavan in my deck, saying I don't have it in my hand. Like, I joked about that. And then here we go. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. So we have a Urza Saga by me into the Krark. I pass. Okay, who cares what everybody else is doing? This guy, of course, has an Ancient Tomb into a Ristic. So clearly, he either went and got the Ancient Tomb, or he had the Ancient Tomb and he went and got the Ristic. Either way, that was his opening 5, basically, was turn 2, Fish, and Ristic. Pretty good, seat 1, playing Blue Farm. Absolutely wild. Not a normal start, that's for sure. And then I'm over here thinking to myself, dang, I hope, for the sake of people cheating, that Krark just gives me every freaking coin flip. Ancient Tomb, Jessica's Will, red back to hand, blue it copies. Give me a blue. There's a blue copy of Jessica's Will on the stack. Jessica's Will, targeting Cedh. Okay.
Yep.
It resolves.
I swear, like the last 5 times I played a Croc deck, they've turned 3 just as well.
Training center.
Yeah.
and
See,
so
this
on
is
that.
exactly
I'll
why.
respond to
So
the original.
what this guy just said, every time I play against a Croc, Silas, or whatever, he plays against me a lot. Actually, I've beaten him several times. But every time I play against a Croc, Silas, Justice Will, I always like to get Justice Will. You can guarantee I'm going to get it. It's my favorite card to play in the game. So of course, and my deck is set up to play Jessica's Will on turn 3. That's like what my deck's meant to do. If I can do it turn 2, then of course I'm gonna do it turn 2. But that's why I always shuffle the way that I shuffle. I shuffle up, I split into 3 piles, I roll a dice, I cut it in half, put it on top for 7. I do that every single time, and it's because of people like this. Now he knows, or at least if he goes back and watches the the video like I do, he knows I didn't cheat. He knows I beat him kosher. So maybe don't play a deck that can't interact. Maybe play a bracket 5 deck.
The stack.
So then,
Use 2 red.
I pop off here. I cast a fork. I make copies. I start doing my thing. Oh yeah. I guess the funny part is they give me crap about flipping coins. Paid my taxes.
All pass priority on the card trigger.
I passed priority.
Alright, give me a blue. Hell yeah, dude.
This
Let's
is.
go.
This feels rigged, man.
It's
Yeah,
not rigged.
this is kind of crazy,
Made
dude.
by Wizards of the Coast. It's their coin.
This feels rigged, he says. This feels rigged, says Kang the Conqueror. Okay, Kang the Conqueror. Now I get it, the player 4, he's saying this, that, and everything too. It is what it is. I get it, people hate Krark, but it's a coin flip. It is 100% a coin flip.
Can you try flip it again for me? Can you flip
Sure,
it again
I'll flip
for
it
me?
again for fun. There's a blue. Like,
Oh.
it doesn't only go blue. There's a red.
Okay, that's good.
Like, it literally is just a coin. There's nothing special about it.
It goes blue, like
Yeah, no.
90% of the
I'm
time.
just
Yeah,
one
just
eight.
because
So, this is a huge mental flaw in coin flipping. It goes blue 90% of the time. No, that's a very anecdotal summary or evidence of the coin flipping mechanic. If you sit there and flip that coin a million times, it's going to average out. There's going to be times where you go on streaks. That's just what happens on a 50-50 chance. You can go on streaks. Now, eventually, though, over the course of time, it averages out. And that's just the facts.
Coin flip. Give me you want me to switch to red? It doesn't matter to me.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, red
Why not?
resolves.
I mean, sure, why not? Like, it's just a coin flip. It does not matter. So that's why now, mentally, the Krark game, I let them pick. I let them choose.
Blue.
It's blue. If that landed, though, that mental booms them even worse than they already are.
Red copies.
Red copies, that's what they want me to do.
That's a red.
It's a red.
Copy.
Boom. Here we go. And this right here is where we think he cheats. Destroys the guy's heuristic study. We shuffle up, and we are thinking to ourselves, wait, why is this guy shuffling off camera? I play Stormkill Narda, Samber, Soul Ring, Mana Vault, Scoundrel. This guy does his turn, no big deal. Of course, this guy draws a card, and what do you know? He plays a heuristic study.
2 damage, and I'll cast this heuristic study.
Someone didn't shuffle very well.
Well,
Someone didn't shuffle very well. That's what the turn 2 Savala player says.
I literally sat here and shuffled the thing.
He did not literally sit there and shuffle the thing. In fact, he did something quite opposite. He took his deck off camera and then shuffled the thing to the top of his library.
I mean, he got two.
2 different, so yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but shuffling in your deck and drawing 10. You only had 10% chance about.
yeah, drawing 10.
I mean, a little bit more than 10%
Valid,
chance.
yeah.
Some cards already
I
played.
mean,
But yes,
it's not like the.
it's not likely.
quadruple coin flip.
Call it the likely.
Okay,
10. You only had 10% chance about.
Yeah, drawing 10. Oh, okay, man.
listen to what they say here. Listen to what they say here about my coin flipping.
10. Yeah, just joking.
Okay, so
Valid, yeah.
this is good.
I mean, it's not like the quadruple coin flip.
Yeah, I was about to say, like.
The quadruple coin flip. Dude is salty about the quadruple coin flip. And then the Tim Necron player is like, yeah, like trying to deflect his cheating as if like my coin flipping was like fully rigged or something, which is crazy.
Hold on, we're really calling the likelihood on this and not that?
Well, this is actually random. Shuffling's definitely not random.
Yeah, shuffling you can easily.
Oh Oh, okay.
I'm not saying you did. It was just a fucking joke, dude. Calm down.
I am saying right now that he did cheat, and I think he thought that too. He's like, this son of a bitch is a cheater, which is why I paused the game and went and looked after I win.
But it is really easy to just fuck up a shuffle. People do all the time.
Yeah.
People
Yeah, it's easy to
That's
mess up your shuffle.
and like literally you can tell the same two cards in the top 10 not know what to do.
I'm so excited to find Dusty and let him know
I mean,
the guy is cheating. So I passed on all of his shenanigans here. All right, I'm casting Chain of Vapor on my turn, and I'm targeting the Risic Study, and there's an Esper and a Risic trigger. On top of my Stormkill and Artist trigger and my Kruk trigger. My Stormkill and Artist trigger I'm gonna have resolved before my Kruk trigger, so I make the treasure sooner. And I pay for it with my Ancient Tomb. So Ancient Tomb, I'm like, okay, I'll lose 2 life, 36 to 34. Then I make my treasure. Now this right here is funny because they've been complaining about my coin flipping. I decided, you know what better way than to make them mentally boom than if I let them choose which one resolves. Right, so here we go.
Trigger. Well, you have to choose which one to resolve first. So yes.
Yeah, so that's good. And then I have my Kruk trigger here. I'm gonna flip my coin here. You guys want me to be red or blue? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Red.
Red. All right, give me a red.
red.
There's a red. There's a red.
Copy
Dude,
on the stack, I'll
Kruk
make
knew
another
he was
treasure for
cheating.
Stormkill and Artist.
He's like, I ain't gonna fail you this game. I just hit sit this for whatever, you know. Doesn't really matter at this point. So I hit sit this. I make my treasure, of course. Sit this decides not to sack a land. But now we have the Timna player.
Want to sack a land? Do
An artist.
He does sack it,
That's a good,
hitting
good-
Stormkill and Artist.
Good turn.
Table seems to enjoy that. I'm like, cool. So I'll respond to it, of course.
Very
Why
good
wouldn't
turn.
I?
Well, I'll use a treasure, and I'll cast Vampiric Tutor.
Sure.
And I'm gonna cast Increasing Vengeance, gaining 1 treasure. Kruk trigger on the stack.
That is increasing.
Now,
I mean, I'll tap for 1. I'll show you a fluster, make you spend some mana.
here it goes. He's like, here's a
Target
fluster.
all targets.
So it doesn't really matter. Storm count is only 4. So I just tap my Mana Vault and my Soul Ring, pay for it all, no problem.
Just pick
Uh,
one
red.
instead of the.
Red or blue for me?
Just pick one
red.
instead of the. I don't think
Red?
it matters.
Give me a
Red.
red. That's a red. Copy of Flare. Copy of Increasing Vengeance on the stack. I won the coin flip. I'm gonna get 2 treasures from my Tavern Scoundrel, putting me to 5. And then I have a copy being made, so I'll get another treasure. This copy is gonna target Increasing Vengeance. This is gonna give me infinite treasure.
Infinite Magecraft, baby.
Yeah.
So at this point, they scoop because I showed in my hand.
Yeah, I have a Demonic Tutor in my hand, and I can draw my whole deck out if I want to.
So Demonic Tutor in hand is all you really need. So what you do here with Demonic Tutor with Kruk with Infinite Treasures, just so the table knows, for the people to know, is you cast the Demonic Tutor, you'll get Reiterate with the first copy. So eventually the original's on the stack, and then your copy is going to resolve. The copy goes to resolve, you go grab Reiterate. You cast Reiterate, paying the buyback cost, copying Demonic Tutor. You can do this infinite times. You can make infinite tutors on the stack. With one of those tutors, you'll get Bore Upon a Wind. You cast Bore Upon a Wind. Now you can get infinite tutors at any time, and you can win the game at instant speed. So then you go get Thoracle, win the game. Brain Freeze, win the game. OBM, Saw in Half, Dual Caster Mage, win the game. Whatever you want to do to win the game, you can win the game. Mill everybody out, get Infinite Storm, Grape Shot. You can do anything you want. So you can make people draw cards after you mill their library out with Brain Freeze. Like, you have so many ways to win at this point. Just pick one of them, have fun. Or, of course, the table can just scoop because clearly it's over.
That was really lucky, man. That's like crazy luck.
Really
I've
lucky,
never
man.
seen something
Like, crazy luck. Like, way more luck than getting a fish turn 1 with a Ristic turn 2. Like, way more luck than stacking my library. Or maybe Kruk's just a good deck with Silas. It's an OP deck. If you've played against me on Spelltable, you know it's freaking good. It hangs with the best of them, even when you're cheating.
So many coin flips. I've never seen.
It's not. You can't say. You can't say it's not luck when you flip.
It's
four
not.
coins.
It's
You
not luck.
lost?
Kruk is so good because Kruk says you have a 50% chance to double the value of your card, or you just do it again later. That's why it's so good.
1 coin flip.
Look at the mental boom. You lost 1 coin flip. I lost more than 1 coin flip. I just was able to, do it more times. I could just pay the mana and cast it again.
You know that.
So my
You
deck's
lost
set up
a
to do
coin
that.
flip.
There's only one.
Out of
coin
all
flip.
those flips you made, you lost a coin flip.
If it makes you feel any better, you're the one who won it for me. You said red, or actually I think that was Robbie.
It was me. But
I would
can-
have stuck with blue the entire game.
All right, so after I win here, you can clearly see that he goes back to shuffling on camera. Okay, and you know, he's probably gonna cheat again. He's probably a chronic cheater. And until he says sorry and apologizes, he's on the cheat list. So, Kang, the Conqueror, conquer yourself and stop cheating, because it's deplorable, very sad. And you lost while cheating, which is crazy. Anyway, in seat 1, you were in seat 1. Have a good day. That was it. CEDH time here. I'm Braden again. Join the Discord. It'll be linked in the description. Come say hi. Come hang out. Let's play some good games with people who don't cheat and people actually play bracket 5. No offense to the turn 2 and turn 4 player. Their decks, they're not quite bracket 5. They're definitely bracket 4 optimized. And it's more fun when there's more interaction. So hopefully, you know, people will start playing higher power stuff, so people who are cheating don't have an even greater advantage over the table. Total side note here, but CEDH TV, he is my favorite YouTube channel for CEDH content. He actually had a video a few weeks ago talking about GEMSTONE Caverns, and he was keeping track of like YouTube gameplays for people who play GEMSTONE Caverns, whether or not they win or not. Well, this is a seat 3, GEMSTONE Caverns win the game, so just tally that up in the also versus cheater. So not only is it good, but it helps give you an edge against people who cheat. So put that in the stats for me.